Welcome, traveler. Tonight, we leave the frantic energy of the modern world behind, casting off the neon lights and the constant hum of machines. Close your eyes and let your breath slow to the steady, rhythmic pulse of the earth itself. We are traveling back, across the vast Atlantic, through the pillars of time, until we reach the golden sands of Egypt. Imagine the air changing. It is no longer the conditioned air of an office or a home, but a dry, ancient warmth that smells of sun-baked stone and distant river water. You are standing on the banks of the Nile at dusk. The river is a ribbon of molten silver, reflecting the first faint stars that appear in a sky so deep and clear it feels like looking into the heart of the universe. You are not alone on this journey. You are guided by the spirit of an architect named Panab, a man who lived thousands of years ago, whose hands once carved the very stories into the walls we are about to visit. He walks beside you, invisible but felt, a steady presence in the cooling desert night. Together, we begin our walk toward the great temple complex of Karnak. This is not the ruin you see in photographs today. In your mind's eye, see it restored to its full, staggering majesty. The massive pylon gates rise up like mountains made by human hands, painted in vibrant blues, deep ochres, and shimmering golds. The heavy cedar doors, plated in electrum, catch the fading light and cast a glow that seems to hum with a low, vibrating energy. As we cross the threshold, the silence changes. It is no longer the silence of the open desert, but the sacred, heavy silence of a place where the gods were once thought to reside. The ground beneath your sandaled feet is smooth, cool basalt. You look up, and the great hypostyle hall unfolds before you. It is a forest of stone. 134 massive columns soar into the darkness above, their capitals shaped like blooming papyrus flowers. These columns are so wide that it would take a dozen people linking hands to circle just one. As you walk between them, you feel small but not insignificant. You feel protected. The columns are covered from base to crown in intricate hieroglyphs, each one a prayer, a spell, or a history frozen in time. Panab whispers to you, telling you that these stones are alive. They drink in the sunlight during the day and exhale the history of the world at night. You reach out and touch the stone. It is not cold. It retains a faint, pulsing warmth from the day's sun. You can feel the ridges of the carvings, the shape of an owl, the curve of a lotus, the sharp line of a pharaoh's profile. This hall was designed to mimic the marsh of creation at the beginning of time. As you move deeper into the temple, the floor begins to rise slightly, and the ceiling begins to lower. This is intentional. You are moving from the world of the many into the sanctuary of the one. The light grows dimmer. The air grows thicker with the scent of frankincense and myrrh that has seeped into the very pores of the rock over millennia. Every step you take carries you further from your worries. The deadlines, the emails, the noise of the highway, all of it is dissolving into the shadows of the Great Hall. You are entering a realm where time does not move in a straight line, but in a great, eternal circle. The stars above, visible through the gaps in the high clerestory windows, are the same stars that the priests watched 3,000 years ago. They are the imperishable ones, the souls of the ancestors looking down with a steady, unblinking gaze. You feel a sense of profound belonging. You are a guest in the house of the gods, and the gods are gracious hosts. The silence here is a blanket, soft and heavy, wrapping around your shoulders, easing the tension in your neck, and calming the frantic rhythm of your heart. Listen to the stillness. It is not an empty silence. If you listen closely, you can hear the faint, ghostly echo of sistrums shaking in the distance. the metallic shimmer of ritual music. You can hear the soft chant of priests. Long gone, their voices a low drone that sounds like the wind moving through the reeds of the Nile. Panab leads you toward a smaller side chapel, away from the main axis. Here, the walls are painted with scenes of a lush garden. You see trees heavy with pomegranates and figs, and pools of water filled with blue lotus blossoms. This is the Garden of Peace, a place where the soul comes to rest after its long journey. You sit down on a stone bench, resting your back against a wall that depicts the goddess Nut, her body arched over the earth to form the sky. She is painted a deep, lapis lazuli blue, and her body is covered in golden stars. She represents the night, the mother who swallows the sun each evening and gives birth to it each morning. As you look up at her, you realize that you, too, are held in her embrace. The temple is her womb, a place of safety and regeneration. Here, nothing can harm you. The weight of the world is lifted. You are simply a witness to the enduring beauty of the human spirit and its quest for the eternal. The shadows deepen, turning from gray to a rich, velvet violet. The flickering oil lamps that line the corridor begin to burn low, their flames dancing in a soft draft that smells of rain on dry earth. You watch the shadows of the columns stretch and shift, becoming like the legs of giants standing guard over your sleep. Panab smiles, a flicker of light in his eyes, and gestures for you to follow him deeper still. We are heading toward the Holy of Holies, the most sacred spot on earth, where the silence is so absolute it feels like music. But for now, just breathe. Breathe in the scent of ancient stone. Breathe out the exhaustion of the modern day. You are in the heart of Egypt, and the night is just beginning. We move now from the sprawling majesty of Karnak, traveling south as the moon rises higher, casting a pearlescent glow over the limestone cliffs that flank the river. Our destination is the Valley of the Kings, but not the Valley of the Tourists. We are entering the hidden, silent valley as it was in the dead of night during the New Kingdom. The air here is different. It is crisp and carries the sharp, clean scent of the high desert. The cliffs loom over us like silent sentinels, their jagged peaks silhouetted against a sky crowded with more stars than you have ever seen in your life. The Milky Way stretches across the zenith like a celestial river, a mirror to the Nile flowing below. Panab leads the way with a small bronze lamp. The light is a warm, amber orb that pushes back the shadows just enough for us to see the narrow path. We are descending into the earth, entering the tomb of a pharaoh whose name has been carved into the stars. As we walk down the sloping entrance ramp, the temperature drops. The heat of the desert is replaced by a deep, subterranean cool that feels incredibly refreshing on your skin. It is the cool of the deep earth, a stillness that has remained undisturbed for thousands of years. The walls here are smooth, plastered, and painted with colors so vibrant they look as if the artist just laid down his brush an hour ago. Look at the walls as we descend. You are surrounded by the Book of Gates and the Ambient, the guide to the afterlife. These are not just decorations. They are a map for the soul's journey through the night. You see the sun god, Ra, traveling in his bark, passing through the 12 hours of darkness. Each hour is a challenge, a gate guarded by powerful entities. But Ra prevails, and so shall you. The paintings are a kaleidoscope of color. The brilliant red of the sun disk, the vibrant green of Osiris's skin, the deep black of the jackal-headed Anubis. The gold leaf on the ceiling glitters in the light of Panab's lamp, creating a shimmering canopy of stars that mimics the sky outside. The silence here is profound. It is the silence of the mountain itself. You can hear your own heartbeat, a steady, reassuring thrum. Every footfall on the stone floor sends a soft echo through the chambers, a reminder that you are a living being in a place of eternal rest. But this is not a place of death in the way we think of it today. To the ancient Egyptians, this was the house of eternity, a launching pad for the soul to join the gods among the stars. There is no fear here, only a sense of immense, cosmic order. Everything is in its place. The universe is in balance or ma'at. You feel that balance settling within you, smoothing out the jagged edges of your thoughts. We reach the burial chamber. In the center sits a massive quartzite sarcophagus, its lid carved with the image of the pharaoh in his divine form. The walls are covered in the opening of the mouth ritual, scenes of the king being welcomed by the gods. Isis and Nephthys, the winged protectors, kneel at the corners of the tomb, their wings spread wide to shield the occupant from all harm. You feel that same protection. It is as if the mountain itself is cradling you in its massive stone arms. The weight of the entire world is above you, yet you feel light, almost weightless, as if the gravity of your earthly concerns has no power here. Panab invites you to sit on the floor of the chamber, near the sarcophagus. He sets the lamp down, and the shadows dance across the ceiling, making the painted stars appear to twinkle. He tells you a story of the king's journey. He tells you that every night, the sun must descend into the underworld to be reborn. It is a cycle of rest and renewal. Just as the sun must sleep to regain its strength, so must you. This tomb is a place of absolute safety. No noise from the world above can reach you. No storm, no conflict, no worry can penetrate these walls of solid rock. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. As you sit in the stillness, you begin to notice the subtle details of the room. The scent of the pigments, ground lapis, malachite, and ochre mixed with beeswax, lingers in the air, a faint, earthy perfume. The texture of the walls is incredibly fine, the result of thousands of hours of painstaking labor by craftsmen like Panab. You realize that this tomb was built with love and devotion, a testament to the belief that life continues in beauty beyond the horizon. This thought is incredibly comforting. It suggests that nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed. Your energy, your spirit, is part of this eternal cycle. The lamp flickers, its oil running low. The darkness begins to reclaim the corners of the room, but it is not a frightening darkness. It is a soft, welcoming dark, like a heavy velvet curtain. It invites you to close your eyes, to let go of the visual world and sink into the sensory world of the temple. Feel the cool air on your forehead. Feel the solid earth supporting your body. Listen to the silence, which is now a hum of ancient energy, a vibration that resonates with the core of your being. You are drifting now, the boundaries between the past and the present blurring into a single peaceful moment of existence. Leaving the deep quiet of the tomb, we travel back to the surface, but we do not leave the magic behind. We find ourselves now at the Temple of Luxor, the southern sanctuary. It is the middle of the night, and the great processional way, lined with hundreds of stone sphinxes, is bathed in the silver light of a full moon. Each sphinx has the head of a human and the body of a lion, symbolizing the union of intellect and power. They stand in two perfect rows, stretching for miles, guarding the path between the temples. As we walk between them, their stone eyes seem to follow us, not with judgment, but with a quiet, ancient wisdom. The Temple of Luxor is unique. It was not built to a single god, but to the rejuvenation of kingship itself. It is a place of rebirth. As we enter the first courtyard, built by Ramesses the Great, we are greeted by colossal statues of the king, seated on his throne. In the moonlight, these giants seem to breathe. Their shadows are long and dramatic, stretching across the courtyard like the fingers of time. The scale of the architecture is designed to lift your gaze upward, away from the dust of the earth and toward the infinite heavens. The pylons here are carved with scenes of great battles, but in the silence of the night, the violence of the imagery fades, leaving only the rhythm of the shapes and the strength of the composition. We move into the Sun Court of Amenhotep III. This is perhaps one of the most beautiful spaces in all of Egypt. It is a wide, open plaza surrounded on three sides by double rows of papyrus bundle columns. Without a roof, the court is flooded with moonlight. The white limestone floor glows with an inner light, making the entire space feel ethereal, as if it were made of solidified clouds. Hanub leads you to the center of the court. Here, the air is perfectly still. The noise of the river, the rustle of the palms, the distant braying of a donkey, all of it is huzzled. You are in a pocket of time, a sanctuary of absolute calm. You lie down on the cool stone of the courtyard floor and look up. The columns frame the sky, creating a series of vertical portals to the stars. You see Orion the hunter, whom the Egyptians saw as Osiris, the lord of the afterlife. You see Sirius, the dog star, whose rising heralded the flooding of the Nile and the return of life to the land. The stars feel close here, as if you could reach up and pluck one from the sky like a glowing fruit. There is a profound sense of connection to the cosmos. You are not a speck in a vast, empty void. You are a vital part of a living, breathing universe that has been watching over these temples for eons. Hanub speaks of the great festival of Opet, when the statues of the gods were carried in golden barks from Karnak to Luxor. He describes the music, the dancing, the joy of the people as they celebrated the renewal of life. But he tells you that the temple is most powerful in this moments of silence. When the crowds are gone and the music has faded, the Ka, or the life force of the temple, is most palpable. You can feel it now, a gentle rhythmic pulsing in the air, like the breathing of a giant. It is a slow, steady vibration that matches the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale the silver moonlight, exhale the gray shadows of your stress. As you lie there, the stone beneath you seems to soften. It is as if the earth itself is acknowledging your presence, offering you a place of total rest. The history of this place, the thousands of years of prayer, the millions of footsteps, the rise and fall of empires, it all creates a foundation of incredible stability. Nothing in your life is as heavy as these stones, and yet these stones have stood the test of time. They have survived earthquakes, floods, and the passage of ages. Their message is one of endurance. You realize that you, too, have that same strength within you. You are made of the same stardust that shines above you and the same elements that form these columns. A soft breeze begins to blow, carrying the scent of jasmine from a nearby garden. Tickles your skin and whispers through the columns, creating a low, whistling sound that is incredibly soothing. It is the voice of the wind, the messenger of the god Shu. It carries away the last remnants of your mental chatter. Your thoughts are like leaves on the surface of the Nile, floating away, drifting downstream, leaving the surface of your mind as clear and still as a mountain lake. You are entering a state of deep, restorative relaxation. The temple is your protector, its massive walls a barrier against any disturbance. We prepare to leave Luxor, but the feeling of peace remains anchored in your chest. Panab takes your hand, his grip firm and reassuring, and leads you back toward the river. The sphinxes watch us go, their silent blessing following us into the night. We are heading toward the island temple of Philae, the jewel of the Nile, where the goddess Isis waits in the shadows of the palms. But for now, just walk. Feel the rhythm of your steps. Feel the cool air. Feel the presence of the ancient world all around you, holding you in its timeless embrace. You are safe. You are at peace. The night is your friend. We travel now by water, gliding silently in a small wooden boat across the glassy surface of the Nile. The only sound is the rhythmic dip of the oars and the gentle lap of the water against the hull. The river is dark, almost black, but it shimmers with the reflected light of the stars. We are approaching the island of Philae, the sacred home of Isis, the goddess of magic, motherhood, and healing. As the island comes into view, it looks like a dream rising from the water. The temples are mirrored perfectly in the still river, creating a world of symmetry and grace. The palms that fringe the island sway gently in the breeze, their fronds whispering secrets to the night. Stepping onto the island, the atmosphere is noticeably different. If Karnak was grand and the Valley of the Kings was solemn, Philae is intimate and tender. This is a place of healing. The stones here seem to have a softer glow, a warmth that comes from the goddess herself. Panab leads you through the first pylon, where the carvings show Isis protecting her son, Horus. The imagery is one of fierce, maternal love. You feel that love envelop you as you walk into the courtyard. It is as if you have come home to a place you have always known, a place where you are accepted unconditionally, with all your flaws and all your strengths. We enter the Mamosai, or the birth house. This is a smaller, exquisitely carved building dedicated to the mystery of divine birth. The air here is sweet, smelling of dried flowers and ancient wood. The columns are topped with the face of Hathor, the goddess of joy and music. Her cow ears a symbol of her nurturing nature. Her gentle, smiling face looks down at you from every direction, promising that beauty and happiness are your birthright. In the silence of the Mamosai, you can almost hear the soft lullabies sung by the priestesses of old. It is a place of profound comfort, a sanctuary for the weary soul. Panab points to the kiosk of Trajan, an elegant, open-air structure that stands at the edge of the water. Its columns are tall and slender, supporting a roof that has long since vanished, leaving the space open to the sky. We sit inside the kiosk, the river flowing just a few feet below us. The sound of the water is a natural white noise, a steady, cascading sound that washes over your mind, rinsing away the debris of the day. You watch the moonlight dance on the ripples, creating patterns of light that look like silver fish darting through the dark. The river is the blood of Egypt, the source of all life, and here at Philae you are at its very heart. Isis was the goddess who gathered the pieces of her husband Osiris and brought him back to life. She is the mistress of transformation. As you sit in her temple, think about the things in your life you wish to transform. Your stress into calm, your fatigue into rest, your uncertainty into peace. The goddess is here to help you. She doesn't require words or rituals. She only requires your presence and your willingness to let go. Imagine her wings, great, shimmering wings of gold and azure, unfolding and wrapping around you. You are tucked away in a cocoon of divine protection. Nothing can reach you here. You are invisible to the worries of the world. The silence of Philae is musical. It is a harmony of wind, water, and stone. You find yourself breathing in sync with the Nile, a long, slow inhalation as the water rises against the bank, and a long, slow exhalation as it recedes. Your body feels heavy, sinking into the stone bench, yet your spirit feels light, as if it could drift up and join the stars. The temple is a bridge between the earth and the sky, and you are standing in the middle of that bridge. You are grounded by the ancient stone, but your mind is free to wander through the infinite reaches of the night sky. Panab tells you that Philae was the last bastion of the ancient religion, the last place where the hieroglyphs were carved and the old gods were worshipped. There is a sense of preciousness here, a feeling that this piece is a rare and sacred gift. You hold it, close to your heart, letting it fill the empty spaces within you. The world outside may be chaotic, but here, on this island, time has stopped. There is only the moon, the river, and the eternal grace of the goddess. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for this moment, for this journey, and for the silence that has become your companion. As the moon begins its slow descent toward the western horizon, the shadows in the temple lengthen. The face of Hathor seems to wink in the shifting light. The journey is not over, but you are reaching a point of deep, profound rest. Your eyes are heavy, the weight of the day finally falling away completely. Panab stands and gestures toward our final destination, a place of ultimate stillness. But you are in no hurry. You savor the last few moments in the embrace of Isis, the cool breeze of the Nile kissing your cheeks. You are ready for sleep, a sleep as deep and undisturbed as the temples themselves. Our final journey takes us away from the river and deep into the silence of the desert, to the great pyramids of Giza. They stand on the plateau, three mountain-shaped silhouettes against the indigo sky. In the moonlight, their limestone casings, what remains of them, gleam like silver fire. They are the oldest of the wonders, the only ones to survive the ravages of time. As we approach the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the sheer scale of it is overwhelming. It is not just a building. It is a statement of human ambition and cosmic alignment. It is a staircase to the stars, a monument to the eternal nature of the soul. We do not enter the pyramid through the narrow, cramped tunnels of the explorers. Instead, Panab leads you to a spot on the sand, a short distance away, where the three pyramids line up in perfect harmony with the belt of Orion. You sit on the cool, soft sand, which feels like silk between your fingers. The desert is a place of absolute purity. There is no vegetation to rustle, no water to lap, no birds to cry. It is the purest silence on earth. It is a silence that goes back to the very beginning of time, before the first word was ever spoken. In this silence, you can hear the universe breathing. Look up at the Great Pyramid. Its four sides are aligned perfectly with the cardinal points of the compass. It is an anchor for the world. You feel that stability entering your own body. You are grounded, rooted into the ancient earth of Egypt. The pyramid is a symbol of the Benben stone, the first mound of earth that rose from the primordial waters of chaos. It represents the beginning of order, the beginning of life. As you gaze at it, you feel your own internal chaos settling into a state of perfect order. Your thoughts are no longer a jumble. They are aligned, quiet, and still. The Sphinx lies nearby, carved from the bedrock of the plateau. In the moonlight, its lion body and human head are a study in power and contemplation. It gazes toward the eastern horizon, waiting for the first light of the sun. But for now, it is the guardian of the night. Its face is calm, its expression one of eternal patience. It has seen the rise and fall of countless civilizations. It has watched the stars shift their positions over thousands of years. Beside the Sphinx, you realize that your worries are fleeting, like dust motes in a sunbeam. They have no power over the enduring peace of your soul. Panab sits beside you, his work finished. He has shown you the majesty of the halls, the mystery of the tombs, the grace of the islands, and now the stability of the pyramids. He tells you that the true temple is not made of stone, but of the peace you carry within yourself. These ancient places are merely mirrors, reflecting the eternal stillness that already exists in your heart. You don't need to travel to Egypt to find this silence. It is always there, beneath the noise of your daily life, waiting for you to return to it. You close your eyes and feel that internal temple rising within you, strong and unshakable. The air is getting colder now, the deep chill of the pre-dawn desert. But you are warm, wrapped in the memories of the night's journey. You feel a sense of completion. The cycle is coming to its end, and a new one is about to begin. The sun is still hours away, leaving you in this perfect, dark womb of the night. This is the time for the deepest sleep, the sleep where the body repairs itself and the mind wanders through the fields of reeds in the afterlife. You are ready to let go completely. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go. You are exactly where you need to be. The images of the night begin to fade into a soft, golden blur. The columns of Karnak, the colors of the Valley of the Kings, the moonlight at Luxor, the water at Philae, and the majesty of the pyramids. All of it melts into a single sensation of profound, heavy peace. Your breathing is slow and shallow, the rhythm of a person in a deep, restful trance. The desert sand is your bed, the starry sky your blanket, and the ancient gods your guardians. You are safe. You are loved. You are part of the eternal story of the earth and the stars. As Panab fades into the shadows, leaving you with a final, silent blessing, you drift off. The silence of the temples is now the silence of your sleep. It is a rich, fertile silence, full of dreams of golden sands and silver rivers. The weight of your body is a comfort, a reminder of your connection to the physical world, even as your spirit soars through the celestial realms. Sleep now, traveler. Sleep with the weight of history as your pillow and the promise of rebirth as your guide. The temples are silent, and so are you. All is well. All is at peace. Good night.